Hey, this is Ben and you're watching Batarang to the Butt. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Superman Rebirth Volume 1, Son of Superman. This volume collects the Rebirth one-shot issue and then the first 6 issues of Superman post-Rebirth. The creative team on Superman at the moment are absolutely nailing it. I've never enjoyed a run on the character as much as I am enjoying the current run. Peter Tomasi is the writer and Patrick Gleason is doing the art. I've been a fan of Gleason and Tomasi for a while now, and it's safe to say that I'll follow them to whatever title they choose next. However, I would urge them to stick with Superman for as long as possible, or at least stick within the Superman family. They are working on Super Sons too, which has only had 2 issues so far, but it seems like another winner. What's really cool about the first arc, Son of Superman, is that thanks to Jonathan Kent, the powers and abilities of Superman are fun and fresh again, as we see them through the eyes of an adoring son. The whole family dynamic is portrayed well. They just want to fit into their local community, but they are not normal people. Thankfully, they also aren't constantly brooding about how they have these powers and responsibilities. They just get on with it. Jonathan Kent Jr. is such a wonderful addition to the DC universe in my opinion, and I'm very glad that the book gives him such a spotlight. If he wasn't handled as well, I could see him being retconned out of continuity. But thankfully at this stage, there is no worry of that. He is firmly established to be a huge part of Superman's life now, and now he is co-leading his own book with Robin in Super Sons. An interesting family dynamic seems to be something of a speciality for Tomasi. He previously worked on Batman and Robin, which is also a very emotional book. However, the relationship between Batman and Robin is very different to Superman and Superboy. Superman is a perfect and ideal father figure. Batman is very flawed. I find the comic works best when it is dealing with family matters. When it comes to dealing with the more typically superhero-y stuff, it seems to falter. The Eradicator is the villain in this first arc, which is a fine choice. It allows for Jonathan to be an integral part of the plot without getting in the way. However, I believe that some of the punch-ups went on for slightly too long. Every scene transition refreshed the settings of the fight though, which kept me interested and wanting to read on. My main problem is that the Eradicator became rather generic in his need to destroy his target. Before reading this, I thought that new readers may have a problem with the idea that this is the original Superman, but in the New 52 universe. However, in the Rebirth issue at the beginning of this collection, it's all explained pretty quickly, and then it's never really mentioned again. To be honest, I'm just very glad that he's back. This is Superman being the best Superman that he can be. Oh, and for those Bat fans like myself, they end up in a Bat cave on the moon and it's incredibly fun. There are also some really cool surprises along the way. I haven't really touched on the art yet, but I really love Gleason's art style. I love his use of darkness and shadows. I'm no art critique, but there is something about it that I find very appealing. A couple of other artists also do work in this volume, and they also bring their A game. No one is slacking on a character like this. I've never been that into Superman before, however I will definitely be keeping up with this run. I would give this volume a solid A. For me, it was almost perfect. If you're interested in the character, or just DC in general, then be sure to give this a shot. Thanks for watching this video, please leave a like. If you've read this volume, tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel for more geeky good stuff just like this. I'm also working on a couple of projects at the moment. I'm working on a website with a couple of friends called youdon'treadcomics.com. Please be sure to check that out. I do other reviews and things on there and other articles. And I'm working on my own Facebook page to tie in with this channel. So be sure to like Batarang to the Butt on Facebook as well, where you can get even more geeky good stuff than you can here, because I don't have to edit a whole video to post there.